how the NFL came to be. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Big Hit Central. It may be baseball that has the nickname of America's pastime, but in terms of ratings, football has it beat. The defining professional sports league for 21st century America has been the NFL. It was not always like that. The National Football League took decades to rise to prominence, facing competition and controversies both inside and outside of the league. Great players, great coaches, and great marketing turned it into both a sports and media juggernaut, one that still sees controversy to this day. Anyone who has watched the expensive Super Bowl halftime performances knows what a massive moneymaker football is today. But what of its humble beginnings? This is the history of the NFL. Number 1. NFL founded in Canton. On September 17, 1920, a group of men gathered in Canton, Ohio at the Hupp Mobile showroom of Ralph Hay. The result of the meeting was the birth of the National Football League, first known as the American Professional Football Association, and later renamed the NFL in 1922. The league's first president was Jim Thorpe. Thorpe helped add credibility to the sport. The league's formation was the start of a journey that has made the NFL this country's favorite sport. Pro football began in 1892 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, when former Yale star William Pudge Heffelfinger was paid a notable sum of $500 to play in a single game for the Allegheny Athletic Association on November 12th. For nearly the next 3 decades, pro football faced its ups and downs as the game was played primarily in small towns throughout western Pennsylvania and the Midwest. Number 2. The first playoffs and new teams. 1932 changed the NFL and the way championships were awarded. At the time, the champion would be the team with the highest winning percentage, but the Chicago Bears and Portsmouth Spartans finished the season tied for first. With no additional tiebreakers available, the league reversed a long-time rule against playoff games and held the first NFL championship game. The Bears won 9-0, with the playoff game leading to a successful ending to the season. The league overhauled its system in 1933, separating itself from both its past and college football. The new structure was a massive success, and with playoff runs to follow, fans caught on. Some teams from the 20s and 30s fell off and disappeared from the NFL entirely, while others popped up in their wake, also on the East Coast and in the Midwest, and found themselves competing. The NFL finally moved out west in 1946. Number 3. Rise in popularity in the first Super Bowl era dynasties. It's the 1970s where the NFL began to take shape into what it is today. Seattle and Tampa Bay were added as teams, the Boston Patriots became the New England Patriots, and the Super Bowl became a much bigger deal thanks to several teams becoming dominating powerhouses, terrorizing the league and making the Super Bowl on multiple occasions. From 1970 to 1979, the Dallas Cowboys went to 5 Super Bowls, winning 2. The Pittsburgh Steelers went to and won 3 Super Bowls. The Minnesota Vikings went to 4 Super Bowls, though they lost all 4. The Miami Dolphins also went to 3 straight Super Bowls and won 2 of them in the 1970s. Number 4. USFL competition, free agency, and the franchise tag. The NFL was now an institution, and by the 80s, the Super Bowl was regularly getting over 80 million television viewers. As such, it was time for some more millionaires to try and compete with it. Beginning in 1983, the USFL played their games in the spring and instead of the fall, and rosters boasted players such as future NFLers and Hall of Fame quarterbacks Jim Kelly and Steve Young. But the owners made the decision to move their games to the fall in an attempt to directly compete with the NFL. The NFL, meanwhile, continued to thrive. The dynasties of the 70s were replaced by that of the San Francisco 49ers. The Chicago Bears and New York Giants, 2 of the oldest NFL franchises, used legendary defenses to get their first Super Bowl championships. Number 5. The Patriots dynasty in present day. The 2000s saw a dynasty that still exists in the NFL nearly 2 decades after their first Super Bowl victory, the New England Patriots. The Patriots had been to just 2 Super Bowls prior to the 21st century, losing to the Bears in the 80s and the Packers in the 90s. Bill Belichick's Patriots weren't expected to dominate at all, but an injury to starting QB Drew Bledsoe in 2001 led to second-year quarterback Tom Brady taking over. A solid year for the young Brady and a good defense led them to a massive upset over the St. Louis Rams in the Super Bowl that season. Brady was named MVP of that Super Bowl. Since 2001, the Patriots have been in 8 Super Bowls, winning 5. The other big change for the NFL in the 2000s was at the commissioner's office. NFL owners voted to make Roger Goodell, a longtime NFL employee, the new commissioner. Since Goodell took over, the NFL has continued to thrive, albeit with declining ratings in line with a decline of all television ratings. But his NFL has also been riddled with controversies and public relations nightmares. Despite these controversies, the NFL remains a powerhouse in American sports. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.